Hello everybody, this is Atai from CopilotKit. We make the human-agent interaction layer, and we're open source. You might have come across us before. Today, I'm very excited to show off our new integration with CrewAI and show you how you can really bring a CrewAI agent into your React applications in just a few minutes of work, where it can interact with your users. So our starting position is going to be a simple Next.js application. Let me just show it off. Nothing here yet. And yeah, we'll add CrewAI agents into it in just a few minutes. So first thing we're going to do, as Warp kind of foresaw, is use the new CopilotKit CLI, which is called CopilotKit init, to bring a CopilotKit into this application. So we'll choose CrewAI. Today we're going to use Crew agents. Crew also has flow agents. Today we're going to use Crews. I'm going to keep the default names. Now it's asking me for the Crews URL. This is something we're going to grab straight from CrewAI Enterprise. It's also asking me for the bearer token. Let's copy that. And of course, I'm going to delete this right after this video. Now in the background here, the CopilotKit CLI is actually creating a bridge from CrewAI Enterprise to CopilotKit Cloud. And as the agent will be running later on, CopilotKit Cloud will be intercepting all the events emitted by this agent and creating a bridge to the front end to bring all these events straight to the client. So let's accept everything here. All right, so there we have it. We have the new CopilotKit crew added here to this project. Let's run npm run dev and go to the new /CopilotKit page that was created for us. Now this page, as you'll see in a moment, is populated with a bunch of defaults that we created here. Here you have a panel that will show the crew's results when they're finished running. This is just available as plain state in their React application that you can use however you want. And here we have this chat interface that we've created here. Crew agents require input to start running. In this case, the location of the restaurant that we're gonna try to find. This was a restaurant finder. And by the way, that's a nice touch here. The CLI also figures out what these inputs are and pre-populates these things. Everything you see here, we are showing some defaults, but everything is 100% customizable. So all the way from, if you want to collect this from different custom React components, you can do that very easily. I'll show you the code in a minute. You can also collect this information with a conversational interface. Just want to have a chat before you kick off the crew, or you can do whatever you want and just pass this as state. You can do whatever you want in the application, pass this as state and run it. But these are the defaults here. Let's choose San Francisco and start the agent running. Now you'll see here in a moment, as the crew is running, we are getting its state being streamed all the way to the front end. Again, you're seeing here default components that you can just customize as you please. We call this Agentic generative UI. So you take the agent's state as input and return any arbitrary React component that will be rendered here. Let me show you this in the code. So now we have a new CopilotKit folder here. We have the layout file where we include the CopilotKit bridge and CopilotKit chat. CopilotKit, again, provides the full spectrum all the way from pre-built chat components that you can customize with custom CSS and so on, all the way to fully headless UI, where you can just take the logical components and render whatever UI you want. On the page app here, we see using the Use Coagent's Crew Starter, which is a hook we create that just gives some nice defaults here, but it's not so much code, and everything here can be fully customized. For example, this is a component for collecting user feedback from the crew, which we will see in a moment. What we saw before, the state of the crew is being rendered with a simple Use Coagent state render hook that, as I said, takes the state of the agent as input and returns a custom React component as output. This state will be automatically updated reactively as the agent is running. Now, if we go here, we see it ran here. We see all the steps. It searched the internet, searched Serper, and so on. Now we got to the step of human feedback required. In this case, the feedback is very straightforward, just approve or reject. But once again, this is fully customized and controlled by the agent and by your code. Let me see if there's anything more interesting to show here. So this is the example of forcing inputs to be specified via custom React components. If you want to do something different, you simply modify this code right here. So this crew is probably just about done. We're now step 24. And there we have it. When the crew finishes executing, the state of the crew is available as pure output that we can use and display however we want, not just in the chat. It can be in the chat if we want to, it can be out of the chat as well. So this is an example of crews. Maybe while we're here, let me just show you a quick feature viewer we've built for showing off the basic features of both crews and crew flows. Here's Agentic chat with some front-end tool calls. Let's just do, set a blue gradient background just for show. Nice. Make it lighter, maybe too deep. Okay, not too bad. Human in the loop is pretty neat here. Can do, let's say we want to go to Mars. The agent is going to come up with a plan and the user can approve this or reject this. Now this is fully custom React component that is rendered in response to a custom JSON object that comes here. It could be any custom JSON object. And the response back to the agent can again be any custom JSON object. So very open-ended. Agentic generative UI, we saw an example of this before with a crew. Let's see another example here. Let's maybe again go to Mars. And you see that as the agent is executing, the state of the agent is being streamed in real time all the way to the front end. And you can render fully custom React components here in really just a few lines of code. This feature viewer shows code and preview side by side. So here, once again, we basically have this use coagent state render, takes the state as input, returns any custom React component as we want as output. And that's literally all it takes. You can have generative UI for tools. You guys might have come across this before. Maybe this thing is kind of cool. I want to show this. Let's say we want to create a recipe for a steak salad. So this here is state that is synced across the front end and the agent. So everything you're changing here, the agent is going to see that. And everything the agent is changing is going to be reflected in the state of the application as well. So the state is synced bidirectionally with full support for streaming, for security, if you want some state to only live on the backend side, and for efficient streaming of deltas for performance. So these are just some of the examples we have here. Yeah, please have fun building.